to these end users. They tell a lot of other people. There are a lot of referrals that come from that. Matter of fact, a tremendous amount of our business right now is coming from referrals from other individuals. Now, in that price of $21.9 we talked about, everything's included except for that cash sale. Yeah, we even that cash sale, but there's an additional 10% fee on that if it's cash. And the only other option here is the hassle-free payment, the servicing. We will be glad to service that rent-to-own contract for you. It's a one-time $500 setup fee and 10% of the monthly rents. We will collect the rent, we will collect the tax and the insurance for you, so you don't have to do that. Quite frankly, I wish everyone in here would do it themselves, because it's the hardest part of the business and it loses me money on every single one. That's the hard part. Anybody ever had any rentals? It's the hard part of the business, right? Collecting the money, collecting the rent, that's the hard part. So this is the part of business that's very difficult, but we'll do that for you for $500 each and 10% of the monthly payment. So on that $500 a month that Beatrice talked about, $50 a month off out of the collector rents. All right, so what's in it for you? Why would you do this? Here's a couple of examples of why you should, I believe. There's a tremendous amount of profit to be made in selling a home on a rent-to-own contract. This is a rent-to-own refinance chart, and what this assumes is this rate of return that I'm going to show you over here is from 12 months. This is a 12-month snapshot or chart. This assumes that in month 12, the person that was paying whatever this amount of monthly rent is here cashes out their refinance their mortgage. They cash out and they pay you off. Okay? So if it was month 13, it'd be different. If it was month 11, it'd be different. You see, this is just a snapshot of month 12. So 12 months from the time a person moves in, here is their 12-month chart if you pay $21.9. Now remember, we do it backwards. The amount of the monthly rent right here determines the option price right here. So the higher the rent, the higher the option price. And you'll see that in our charts in the room and some in our brochures. You'll see this. The monthly rents are here. So the higher the monthly rent, the higher the option price. We have a predetermined option price based off a predetermined monthly rent. So the monthly rent determines the option price. The option price, therefore, determines the value. Why? Why? Do you follow me? Why? Because somebody will pay you for it, right? So whatever they're going to pay you, we have to determine what that is. That's exactly what it's worth. So we can determine the value of something by determining the price that someone's willing to pay, and we can determine that price by determining how much they pay on a monthly basis. Do you see it? We just do it backwards. It's like buy here, pay here with a card. Y'all see that? So when a person calls in, we're going to use that example Beatrice gave us here of $500 a month. I've got a few up here just to show you. So $500 a month, that's an option price of $74.4. So at 12 months, once they moved in, they paid you 12 monthly payments of $500 under this scenario, right? In the 12th month, they cash you out at $74.4. So for 12 months, you collected $500 or $6,000 in rent. You guys see that? Plus the option price if they cash out of $74.4. The two of those add together, $80,400. So if they got a mortgage in the 12th month, they paid you 12 monthly payments of rent, 12 rental payments of $500, you would have collected $80,400. Does everybody see that? That's a 267% return on your $21.9 investment if they cash out in month 12, halfway to the end. Go back to it. If they do $400 a month, it's a $59.5, $4,800 in rent, $64.3, or 193% on $21.9. You say, no one can ever afford those ridiculous monthly mortgage payments. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I don't think anyone can ever afford to pay more than $250 a month. Okay. $250 a month and a $37.2 with $3,000 in rent in month 12 equals $40,200 or an 83% return in 12 months on your $21.9 if they cash out in month 12 at $250 a month. Does everybody see that? Does $250 a month sound okay? I need to go lower? Is that all right? All right? Okay. Pretty much anyone can afford $250 a month. Would everybody agree? Okay. All right. So here's what I said But if I showed you this at the beginning, it would have took all the fun out of all the fun we've had to get here. When a person calls in, we're going to take the monthly payment like this, and we're going to get to that option price. And here's how we determine our prices. If you take, I could say this, a person calls in, under $400 a month, they call in, we say the house costs $59,500. We're going to lend you that money at 7% interest for amortized for 30 years. Your payments will be $400 a month. Do you accept? Okay, then move in. You see? It's the same thing. And all they have to do is they're paying rent, which is basically the interest on this, and they have an option price. They have to bring that option price to the table if they want to refinance the loan to get a cheaper rate or to own the home for real, because it's a rental until it becomes a purchase. Do you guys see that? All right. This is a 5-year chart. This is a snapshot. Same exact house, same exact numbers, same exact rent. Everything's exactly the same. But if you travel through time, I took a picture at month 12. Now I'm taking a picture at month 60. Why? Because we give them a 5-year option to purchase. So every year carries a different option price, but this is what the option price chart would look like at month 60 instead of month 12. So that $400, just use that $400 again. Here's that $500 Beatrice talked about. $70,700. It's a little less because we gave them some credit for their rent. Just like if they were paying interest on their loan, they'd have a little bit to go there. So we give them a little bit of credit. So the option price in year 5 is a little less. So $70,700. You would have collected in 60 months at $500, $30,000 in rent though. So the two collected together is $100,700 on your 21.9 investment, so 359%. That's at month 60, if that's when they cash out. At $400 a month, $56,600, $24,000 in rent, $80,600 or 268%, if that's the monthly payment. And we go back to that same $250 monthly payment. $35,400 would be the option price. You would have collected $15,000 in rent at $250 a month in 60 months. $50,400. The cash on capital return in there is 130% return on your 21.9 investment. That's a 60 month.
Now these numbers don't reflect the 10% a month?
They do not. They also don't reflect your down payment.
Yeah, now, okay, so you collect the down payment, that stays in Pinnacle?
No. It's just not reflected at all. It's just easier just to do the numbers and make the numbers to the numbers. Because you could collect your rent and choose not to have the option. So, if that's what you're collecting, that's what you're going to show on your tax return. If you paid 10% for someone to collect that for you, then you get to take it as expense against it, but that's what the number you're going to show. So that's the actual return. All right. This is a 30-year chart. All we're doing here is simply saying they never cash out, and you're just the bank. Oh shoot! Can you say truth in lending? Okay, $500 a month over 30 years, you would collect $180,000. At $400 a month, you collect $144. At $250 a month, you collect $90,000 on your 21.9 investment. Just showing you that it's good to be the bank. All right. Now here's the part, so I'm going to tell you what I said, okay? I'm going to tell you what I just said, because I can already see, and I get this a lot, people hear things. I say things, and people don't hear the same things I say. Do you guys ever notice that? So we try to have a mandate around our office. Our business mandate is to communicate in a way that we cannot be misunderstood. So I'm going to try to say things in a way that I cannot be misunderstood, so you know exactly what I said. So you don't come back and say, you know, you said, because I did, I promise you, and I'm going to prove it to you here. Here's what I said. Number one, patience pays. You should be patient. You should let the system work for you. It does work. We're real. We work. We have a system in place. We have a large office, a lot of employees. We are changing and bettering and improving our system every single day. And we have hundreds of clients that are investors. We have thousands of homes under our belt. We do this, but you need to be patient. How long? I say 12 to 18 months is a great time frame, a great horizon to have. Here's why I say that. Experience has shown that you're